What up, and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Rome Bone. Thank you for tuning in. We are at episode 71 of the show, Juggalo Weekend. Some fuck shit went down. Looks like a lot of dope shit went down. ICP doing a little press run out there in LA. Whole bunch of new music and a little bit of buyer beware. But let's get right into some new music. First up, we got Jadakiss, Pusha T. They just dropped the new single called Hunting Season this past Friday. Now, I can only find this up on YouTube. From what I could tell, it's not up on any of the DSPs, Apple Music, Spotify, anything like that. But it is up on YouTube, and this track is hard as fuck. Jadakiss, in my opinion, one of the most slept on artists. Underrated artist, not really slept on, but underrated. Dude's fucking nice with it. His discography's kind of lacking, but when he's got features, shit like that, you know, his first album was fucking fire. The mixtape, The Champ Is Here, Volume 1, that shit was incredible as well. But this shit right here with Jada and Pusha T, don't know who did the beat, shit is fire. Hunting Season, talking about hunting, killing all these rappers. Really dope shit. Love this track. This shit is hard as fuck. Pusha T. I've become more of a fan of Pusha T in the last few years. A couple years ago, he dropped Daytona, the EP, in the summer where Kanye was dropping all those fucking EPs, the 7-song EPs, albums, whatever the fuck you want to call them. But Pusha T's the shit. Jadakiss, they both kill this track. I highly recommend checking it out. Like I said, it's only up on YouTube right now. I'm sure at some point it'll be up on Apple Music, Spotify, all that other good shit. And then we got new Ouija Mac. Ouija Mac, Psychopathic Records. He dropped his brand new single, track called Whoop Whoop. This song is aight. I think it's supposed to be like a Juggalo Day, Juggalo Weekend special type giveaway kind of song. Probably not going to appear on any album, but the song is okay. The chorus is kind of lacking. Verses are dope. Beats dope. I want more from the hook. Just whoop, whoop, bitch. Whoop, whoop, bitch. Whoop, whoop, bitch. Like, nah, I'm good with the hook, but overall, song ain't too bad. I think Ouija Mac could come stronger than this, though. You know, not one of my favorite tracks that I've heard from him. But this dude, again, steady grinding, steady putting shit out. Really dope to see. Ouija Mac dropped his new track, Whoop Whoop. So go give that a fucking spin. That's up on SoundCloud. I believe it's going to be hitting Apple Music, all that other shit shortly. And then we got King ISO, World War Me. Not new music, but we did get a release date. I'm pulling it up on my phone right now. He did give us a release date for World War Me, and that's going to be March 13th, same day that Jelly Roll is dropping. Jelly Roll's dropping his album March 13th. It got pushed back. This album right here, one of the albums I'm looking forward to from Strange Music, King ISO. This dude's hard as fuck. His features on Tech Nine's last album, Nina, were on point. He came super correct. Really dope. King ISO is that dude. You know, probably going to be one of the bigger artists. At least that's what I hope. Coming from Strange Music. But World War Me dropping March 13th. And then we got brand new Stevie Stone, segment 2 of Black Lion. His upcoming album. He dropped his EP this past Friday. I'm not going to listen to it until all the tracks have come out on the album. But we got 4 new tracks from Stevie Stone of Strange Music. Black Lion segment 2. The tracks are Dope Sick, Underrated, Conquer, Hennessy, and Harmony. This shit's pretty dope. Strange Music, steady pumping these EPs out, playing the fucking digital music age, whatever, banking them sales in. They know what they're doing, building hype for their releases. But I look forward to bumping this album from Stevie Stone. Last thing I checked out from Stevie Stone was the project that he did with JL. That shit was pretty dope. Was a solid effort. You know, those are two guys from Strange that are just kind of whatever to me. Nothing special, but definitely looking forward to hearing new solo Stevie Stone music. And then we got Isham. I've combined both covers into one picture. A couple weeks back, he dropped She Loves Me. And this past Thursday, actually, he dropped She Loves Me Not. People asked why I haven't given a review on either one of these Isham albums. Simple and plain, these albums are not good. I guess I had a little bit of good expectation from these albums because of his features on the Psychopathic Cypher and the Supervillains track. But this just kind of more of the same Isham that we've been getting for the last 2 decades. Not that good. In all honesty, just the mix is not good. There's no emotion in his voice. The production, the mixing, it's bad, but it's not fucking absolute terribly shit. Like, you can hear him, but his vocals are just drowning out the beat on some songs. Some songs, the music's drowning out his vocals. Isham, at this point, I don't know if he'll ever put out a good album ever again. His last good album, like really good album, to me is Tongues, and that came out in 2001. So 19 years ago. Fuck, man. Isham, the godfather of the wicked shit. I praise Isham all day. Without Isham, I don't think there would be ICP, Twisted, Eminem, a lot of the wicked shit that you've gotten and horrorcore that you've gotten over these last 30 years. I don't think it would be, it wouldn't have happened because without Isham. I can't fucking talk right now. But he's just incapable of putting out good music, if you ask me. These albums are not good. I made it about 3 songs into She Loves Me, and I shut it off after about a minute and a half of She Loves Me Not. I skimmed through She Loves Me. I did try to listen to every song, but I only got about 30, 40 seconds in each track before I just skipped to the next one. Nothing good from what I heard. So people that praise Isham's work in the last 15 to 20 years, I have to question if you like good music or not. Like I said, I love Isham, don't get me wrong, but this dude, I just wish, one, I wish he would go back to producing his own shit. 2, I wish he would get a good engineer, record at the Lotus Pod, have Straight Jackie do your shit or something. Get your shit mixed right. Do it the correct way. This shit, it's just disappointing to see, and it's been happening so much over the last 15 years. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to continue to shit on it because I fucking love Isham. 90s Isham all the way up to Tongues, Not Us included, is everything. Everything. Closed Casket, Kill the Fetus, Booming Words, Judgment Day, Multi-Killionaire, Wicked Worldwide, fucking Blasphemy, Tongues, Dead Flowers, Bruce Wayne, all those albums, the EPs, all that shit. Classic. He had a great run, but not so much anymore. It's been a while. But that's why I haven't reviewed the Isham albums. I just don't like them. It is what it is. But another MC from Detroit, maybe influenced by Isham a little bit, Royce the 5'9", he dropped his newest album, The Allegory, this past Friday. Y'all know I've been waiting for this album for a fucking minute now. Royce the 5'9" finally drops his newest album, The Allegory, the follow-up to The Book of Ryan, which The Book of Ryan, if it wasn't for Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap, probably would have been Album of the Year 2 years ago. But this follow-up to Book of Ryan is great. I'm loving the mature Royce da 5'9", not really on his shit talking shit. He is a little bit, but he's on his black excellence shit right now. This album, I've only listened to it twice through so far and skimmed through a couple tracks. I'm not going to give a deep dive. I really don't give deep dives on albums when they come out just in the past 2 days. I do try to review them the best to my ability, but to try to give this album a deep dive right now already wouldn't be fair to Royce da 5'9", because this album is like an educational piece of history that'll go down, in my opinion, as one of his best albums. This shit right here, he talks about a lot of shit on here. He's got a track on here, the very opening track, Mr. Grace. I'm going to pull up the lyrics right now, see if I can find what he's saying on here. But this shit right here is fucking incredible. He's on his black excellence shit. I fully support that shit. He's talking about black people being killed by cops, and then the black people being labeled as villains because of their past or what have you. Yeah, I can't find the lyric right here, but the first fucking track, man, this dude just comes in fucking swinging right off the bat on this album. The Allegory, great fucking album. Standout tracks to me would be Pendulum featuring Ashley Sorrell. On the Block is dope. You got DJ Premier on the cuts. Fubu with Conway the Machine. Upside Down with Benny the Butcher. Black Savage, so dope. Young World, My People Free. It is 22 songs, but there's probably about 5 or 6 skits on here, so it's really about 16 songs. King Crooked on the track, Tricked, is really dope. King Crooked, he just did his interview with Eminem this past week as well. Go check that shit out. But this album right here, there's an interlude on here, a skit called Ice Cream, talking about the ice cream song that you hear, the Ice Cream Man rolling through the hood playing is actually a racist song. I had no idea on that. You will learn a lot listening to this album. Royce da 5'9" goes the fuck in. His production on this album is amazing. Royce kills the production. My favorite beat on here is the Pendulum track. That shit is hard. That shit get your head nodding. That shit is hard as fuck. But Royce da 5'9" absolutely delivered on this album. I'm going to be bumping this a lot more throughout the week, coming months. So check this shit out if you ain't checked it out. Royce da 5'9", The Allegory. This shit is really dope. Props to Royce da 5'9" on this for delivering such a fucking great fucking piece of music. And then the last little bit, not new music. We did talk about the new tracks that Conway gave us last week. He dropped 4 tracks on us last week. And then this week, he announced that he's been in the fucking studio. He says, so I recorded 2 new projects low-key that I'm dropping very shortly. Here's a song from the album King to God. The shit called Fredo Joint. That was one of the tracks that he dropped last week. So he got a new project coming called King to God. While we're still waiting for the fucking Shady Records debut from Conway the Machine, we got 2 new projects. I welcome these projects. Conway's that fucking dude. Love Conway. His last project, Look What I Became, was super hard. The Griselda project was fucking dope. These Griselda dudes keep fucking killing it. And we got new Conway the Machine coming. I know we got new Benny the Butcher coming. Waiting for that shit. It's been a minute. We know Westside's already been in the studio again. He just dropped an old project that he recorded 15 years ago. And speaking of Griselda, this past Thursday night, last Thursday, they were in Boston at the Paradise Rock Club for their What Would Sheen Gun Do tour, and I was in attendance. And these dudes know how to put on a fucking show. This shit was ill. To recap, I get into Boston. Show starts at 8, so I get there around 8 o'clock. Walk in, not that many people in. Show hadn't even started yet. The openers hadn't started yet. I take a walk to the merch booth. They got the merch booth over there. Nothing impressive. They got a few hoodies for sale, couple t-shirts, and I'm looking for the What Was Sheen Gun Do CD. I've been waiting for that shit to be dropped on CD since it's been put out 4 months ago at this point. And lo and behold, sitting there on the fucking table is like fucking shining the motherfucking What Would Sheen Gun Do stack of CDs right there. I snatched one up for myself. So hyped to finally get that shit on CD. It's back on the shelf over there. But this is pressed up just like all the other Griselda releases. I could pretty much guarantee that Shady Records had nothing to do with these CDs that are being sold on the What Would Sheen Gun Do tour. Westside Gun probably took it into his own hands, said fuck waiting for Shady Records, and pressed up his own copies of What Would Sheen Gun Do. So salute to what Westside Gun for that. If Shady Records does release CDs of their own, I'll pick that up as well. But I had to cop the fucking CD there. So quick little merch story right there. And then we got a whole bunch of fucking openers. At this point, I don't remember anybody's name. A couple of the dudes were pretty dope. I believe one was from Boston that was pretty dope, or Lowell or some shit. Another dude was from New York. He was pretty fucking good. Like I said, don't remember their names. And then we got, who else was there? Flea Lord was there. Flea Lord put on a pretty dope set. The good thing about all the openers at this show, they all played 2 or 3 songs and got the fuck off stage. Next dude was up, 2, 3 songs off stage. Back to back to back. The longest wait we had to wait was after Flea Lord finished. We were waiting for Griselda to come up on stage. The lights go out. The motherfucking Fly God comes up on stage. He's got this long plaid jacket, ski mask over his face. Fucking do, 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. Doing his whole fucking thing. And he comes up on stage. Like I said, ski mask. I have no idea what song he was playing. I'm not that big into West Side shit, but let me tell you something right now. Although I'm not a fan of West Side solo shit, I dig the shit that he does with Conway, Benny. The Griselda project, fucking fire. I got a new appreciation for what West Side Gun does. I keep wanting to say Machine Gun Black. I don't know why, but What Would Machine Gun Do? That was the tour. Rest in peace to Machine Gun Black. But West Side Gun, I got a new appreciation for this dude and what he does. When he walked up on fucking stage, crowd went fucking nuts. As a typical Boston crowd does. Crowd went fucking nuts for this dude. He performed a couple tracks by himself. And then he brings Benny the Butcher up there. Benny does a couple tracks. To remember what they played in order would be impossible. I could tell you what songs they played. I'm sure Westside did shit off Fly God. Benny did like 97 Hove. Shit off the new What Was Sheen Gun Do album. Just a whole bunch of shit. Benny comes up on stage. Crowd goes fucking nuts. Benny takes a step back. Westside does another track. Out comes fucking Conway the Machine. He comes out. He does his thing. He comes out to Tito's Back. Fucking fire. Fire. Love that track. Probably my favorite song off his album. Look What I Became. But the Griselda show, these dudes fucking killed it. They played for about an hour and a half. I was really curious to see how long they could go. I think they could do a 2-hour set easily. But hour and a half was like that perfect time where you're like still hyped for the show, but it's not too long, not too short. It's like that perfect fucking, they ran through a shitload of songs. you definitely get enough from Benny, Westside, and Conway that leaves you wanting more. But you're not too tired. Like the show, and these dudes know how to fucking perform. That's the thing too. I missed last time they came to Boston. They performed at the Middle East. This is the first time I've been to the Paradise Rock Club. And these dudes know how to put on a show. The venue's set up a little weird. It's like the long way, but the stage is in the middle going the long way. So if you're on the fucking right side of the stage, you're looking at the stage from a weird distance, weird angle. But I managed to find a spot dead straight on. These dudes killed it. They know how to fucking do it. They got their whole fucking crew up on stage with them. But not all of them have mics. A lot of the problem with these rap shows is you got 50 dudes on stage and you got 50 mics on stage and everybody's yelling into a mic. The only people that have microphones up on stage was Benny, Westside, and Conway. That's the way it should be, and these dudes fucking killed it. I definitely look forward to seeing Griselda live again. These dudes absolutely murdered the fucking stage. Much props to them. Great show. They got the CDs, the What Machine Gun CDs for sale. So if you're hitting a show, cop one of those. Who knows if they'll be sold up on the website or not, but definitely cop one of those shits. And then other news we got this week, but that fucking Griselda show. Amazing. So dope. And if you ain't into Griselda, I highly recommend you check them out. Dudes is just that grimy New York shit. Really dope. But in other news this week, Jelly Roll, he announced he pushed his album back to March 13th. He said he had to get some more shit done on it, whatever the case may be. And Travis O'Gwyn of Strange Music posted something about Jelly Roll's new album and how fucking great the album is. A fan asked him if he signed to Strange Music, and he replies, "It Goes Up Entertainment has signed a deal with Jelly Roll and his label that includes a variety of label services powered by Strange Music that are available for them to use where they see fit." A few months back, I had called Jelly Roll is the next artist on Strange Music. I was close. It's like he is signed to Strange Music, but he isn't. We got this new entity, It Goes Up Entertainment. It looks like Strange Music is now offering artist services to artists out there to use at their disposal for whatever they see fit. Distribution, promotion, and maybe merch, who knows what else. But Jelly Roll did kind of sign a deal with Strange Music. I wonder if there's going to be a Strange Music logo on his album, if he's going to get that nationwide distribution in stores, even though there's really not that many record stores left. Dope to see for Jelly Roll. This dude's been putting it down for a minute. I'm not overly familiar with his music. I've only heard a few features here and there. He had one of my favorite features last year on FU, the song he did with Tech Nine on the Nina album. So Jelly Roll on Strange Music, kinda, sorta, not really. Dope to see though. I think Jelly Roll deserves this. Like I said, he's been putting it down for a long ass time. And I'm curious to see what Strange Music is going to do with this It Goes Up Entertainment going forward. Who else they're going to be signing these artist service deals with, giving distribution, promotion, merch deals. Who knows what the fuck else is included with these deals. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But Jelly Roll, kind of, sort of, not really, on Strange Music. And then the big event everybody's been looking forward to in the Juggalo community finally went down this past weekend. We got Juggalo Weekend, Pershing Square, Los Angeles, California, February 21st, 22nd, Friday and Saturday night. it went the fuck down. Juggalo Weekend, a little bit of fuck shit. I'm not going to dwell on it. There's video out there. Some fight broke out. Dude's got beef with CVS or some shit. I don't know what the big deal with CVS is. I thought it was a pretty cool store, but people screaming fuck CVS in the video, fighting each other. Who knows over what? Looked like bullshit. Palm to the face. SMH, shake my fucking head. Y'all are better than that. And I can't wait to see ICP deny that. Fights don't break out at Juggalo events, but they do. Juggalo families, just like any other fucking family, you're going to have your little fights within the family, but you can go check that out on my social medias. I got it posted up. It's up on YouTube as well. Nothing crazy to report coming out of Juggalo Weekend. No crazy news that I heard of. The live footage that I saw, they didn't do any kind of special performances. Just kind of did their typical ICP thing. Cottonmouth Kings was there. Powerman 5000. Ouija Mac was in attendance. Saw him tearing up the stage. It looked pretty cool. But overall, it looked like one of the weaker Juggalo weekends, if you ask me. The best part about the weekend was probably the fact that it was in LA, 60-degree weather. So that seemed pretty fresh. Like I said, no news to really report on. But they are in LA. And when in LA, you got to do that no jumper shit. Adam22 of No Jumper took to Twitter saying he caught 5 shiny ride-on in between interviewing Logan Paul and ICP. Fuck Logan Paul. And shout out to ICP. But it looks like we're going to be getting another ICP interview on the No Jumper podcast. That'll be dope. I really like Adam22's interviews that he does on No Jumper. He be killing all these shits. His interview that he did with ICP last time when they were in LA for Fearless Fred Fury, which was pretty much exactly a year ago. That interview was dope. So I'm looking forward to this. He posted some footage up on his social medias. He got them listening to like newer Detroit acts. It looks like it might be like a ICP Theater Light kind of thing where they're listening to shit they might not have ever heard, watching the videos, whatever, and they review it. So looking forward to that. ICP on No Jumper. That'll be coming soon. And then Shaggy 2 Dope took to Twitter, Instagram today, rather. I'm recording this Sunday, February 23rd. He said, chilling with the homie. Posted up a couple pictures of ICP chilling with B-Real. And as you can see the picture right here, we got ICP and B-Real in B-Real's lowrider for the smoke box. If you ain't watched B-RealTV, Twisted did this a few years back when they dropped The Darkness. He gets artists up in the lowrider. They roll the windows up, roll up a couple fat ones, blaze them up, and hotbox the fucking lowrider. And he does his interview in the whip, and it's pretty fucking dope. I enjoy these interviews that B-Real does. I'm surprised he got ICP on here. Pretty much same kind of surprise level when Twisted did it. Really dope to see ICP mingling with these more mainstream, more accepted in the hip-hop community people like B-Real, Adam22 from No Jumper. I'm definitely looking forward to this Smokebox session with ICP. This shit is really dope. I love that, it's taken so fucking long, but ICP finally gets a little bit of the credit that they deserve and shine that they deserve from these people. So shout out to B-Real and B-RealTV for getting ICP on there. Shout out to No Jumper, Adam22. I'm looking forward to those segments when they drop up on YouTube. So yeah, ICP in LA. We got, they're on kind of like a little bit of a press run. No crazy news from Juggalo Weekend this year. But it overall looked like it went down without any kind of major fucking hiccups or fuck-ups. And look forward to see where they're going to bring Juggalo Weekend to next year. You know, who knows? I always thought it would stay in the Midwest kind of thing. Detroit, Michigan. Last year was New Orleans. This year, LA. Maybe next year we'll get it on the East Coast, even though we did get big ballers in New York. So Juggalo Weekend went down. Happy Juggalo Day. Forgot to mention it last week's podcast. Juggalo Weekend, all that shit. Another thing I forgot to mention last week's podcast, before Juggalo Day weekend, we knew we were going to see Violent J this weekend, but we got to see Violent J in the Shaggy Show episode, or the Shaggy and the Creep Show episode, dressed up as a fucking furry like a weirdo, talking to himself, having a little tea party. I thought it was kind of cringeworthy at best, but some people found it funny and entertaining. It's just good to finally see Violent J getting fat again. I don't mind fat Violent J. I think it's, even though he's fat, I think it's a more healthy Violent J than when he's skinny. He was looking kind of rough there for a little bit, but he's starting to put the weight back on. So, dope to see Violent J, because we haven't seen him much in the last couple months since Big Ballers. And one last thing I wanted to talk about was the new merch drops that they dropped at Juggalo Weekend this weekend. And much like they did at, the Black Friday pop-up shop they did at the Psychopathic headquarters, they got these new fucking posters, the Ringmaster, Terror Wheel, and this brand new Riddle Box poster that they released at Juggalo Weekend. I just wanted to send out a little buyer beware. Not really buyer beware, but buyer pay attention. Don't let these resellers fuck you over and charge you an exorbitant amount of money for these posters. You can go up on eBay. There is a seller who produces these posters for ICP, sells them on their own eBay shop for like $11 a piece. And if you spend $10 or more or $20 or more, you get 10% off. So if you buy 2 or more of these posters, you'll end up spending $10 a piece on them. So heads up to that. And ICP at their shows charging $20 a pop for these posters. You can go up on eBay, get these posters for $10, $11 shipped, free shipping. I got the Ringmaster poster. I got the Terror Wheel poster. And before I posted about the Riddle Box poster up on my social medias, because I knew it was going to sell out quick, I ordered that. I should be getting that this week. This poster is fucking fresh as hell. That picture, never seen that picture before. Love this look right here. Really dope look from ICP. So just a little bit of a buyer pay attention. Go up on eBay and you can get these posters for $10, $11 shipped to your fucking door. Fresh as hell. And that's going to wrap it up for me this week in the Beneath the Dirt podcast. Juggalo Day looked like it was pretty dope in LA. ICP on No Jumper, ICP on B-Real. Jelly Roll, kinda sorta, signed to Strange Music, but not really. Griselda show is off the fucking hook. Much love to everybody that tunes in. And until next week, I'm Ron Bone of the Beneath the Dirt podcast. And I'm out. Peace.